value to that, but you pay. If you want to pay for things, the generation, you can get it. We can talk about that anytime you want to talk about it. The hour of power is what Dwayne said. If you left here with nothing else, I would say, number one is sphere of influence. Start making that list. Number two, hour of power. Take 1 hour. Dedicate 1 hour. Now, Dwayne said 1 hour a day, I think. If you take, oh, hi, Dwayne. You said 1 hour a day?
Maybe, maybe not.
If you took 1 hour even
3 days a week.
3 days a week, if you took 1 hour 2 days a week, I mean, anything is better than nothing.
If you want to make $100,000 a year, 1 hour
Yeah.
a day.
That's the point.
I read yesterday in a magazine, I tore it out to bring it to talk about this, but it was interviewing several top agents around the company and what their daily routine is. Every single one of those, and y'all may have read the same magazine, every single one of those had a comment that one said I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning from 6 to 7, I take that 1 hour, return my emails, do notes, email, do communications for that 1 hour. Then I go fix breakfast for my kids and do this, take them to school, whatever. Other one said I dedicate 3 to 4 every day, certain times every day they set aside, and they work on their business 1 hour every day.
What does Ann say? Take the morning to work in your on your business. Take the afternoon to work in your business.
Right.
Or on your business.
But if you took 1 hour, I don't care if you just said, I'm going to do it Tuesdays and Thursdays. Start somewhere and set aside. When Dwayne used to train for us, people still remember the hour of power. They come in and sit down and start, And what do you do that hour? Well, we can tell you a million things to do, okay? But set aside an hour and call your past customers. Call neighbors and say, hey, there's a million things you can do that are non-threatening. I made a call, and everything I'm telling you now I said before. I made a call on the interstate. I get on the interstate, and I think, okay, I can't do just one thing, but I can do 3 things. So I start calling people. A lot of the calls you get from me, I'm driving on the interstate.
You might be in Dallas. You might be in Dallas at midnight.
I made a call to Ed Hebert, who's the manager of the radio station in Ruston. I made a call to him because we sold him a house. He's a friend. I thought PR. From that conversation, ESPN is in our studio. We made a deal. They advertised for it. You hear it. Ruston agents get advertising. I don't know if you hear it. But from that call, just a common, hey buddy, how you doing? We're doing, we need to go play golf. We haven't played golf together in a lot, but I don't want to play golf with you because you're so bad, But from that call, he said, while I got you on the phone, we had a deal with someplace in the road for our studio, and they're kicking us out. Do you have any? Well, sure, I've got an office. It's done. So just calls and communication and talking.
And it's on your sphere of influence. It's people you know, so you shouldn't even
Yeah.
be afraid to call them.
So those 2 things. Now, on the list, farm area, target market, I can make a living on it. Farm area, pick out a subdivision that you think I'm going to concentrate. West Lakes, River Oaks, one subdivision in your area, and own that subdivision. You can do that. Easiest thing in the world to get business. We can talk about that if you want to. Target marketing, find a certain target. As a veteran, I made a killing on VA loans. I would sit down, and I think VA loans, I would sit down with Holly and say, tell me about VA loans. Learn everything you can about VA loans. I've got 3 or 4 pages here on VA loans. You read about VA loans, who is eligible, reservists, different things. Learn everything you can about VA loans. Take an hour, 2 hours. You'll be an expert on VA loans, on veterans, and then advertise specializing in working with veterans.
A lot of
You-
veterans don't even know that
No.
they have that benefit.
They don't know. And you
A
get a
lot of
second.
older ones have never used it.
They've never used it. It's 100% loans, the best loan on the market out there. If you've used it once, you can use it again. You can use it if you haven't been in a war, if you haven't been killed in a war, if you haven't been, just learn that in 2 hours, and now you're an expert and advertise that. First-time home buyers. I got a flyer. you would find it interesting, a couple of y'all would, from another controversial agent in our community. I had somebody give it to me a couple of weeks ago, and she lives in an apartment. And it was just a really poorly typed email letter, but it said, we specialize in working with first-time homebuyers. And everything they do, they had some great ideas. They tied in with the mortgage company, tied in with something to get some discounts and different things. But everything they do, and I'm sure it prompted people to call them. So, you know, target area, social media, Facebook and all that stuff. Kelly Smith, who was our top agent in our company last year, no, you were the top agent. Sorry about that. Well,
Don't take it away.
she was top agent the previous year?
Top done. Oh.
I don't know. Well, she
I
was,
think she was in the Monroe, on the Monroe office.
Monroe
Okay.
I think.
you know how Kelly came to our company? Paula friended her on Facebook. She was with Century 21, and they became friends. And they started communicating just by being friends and learning each other, knowing each other. And she called and wanted to go to lunch with us, and we went to lunch, and she joined our company from Facebook. So, you know, social media and prospecting around listings. You know, we have listings to prospect around it. We could take hours to talk about this stuff. So, what did we leave with?
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
Has I wasn't here the whole time, has anybody said wear your name tag? Which I'm looking around the
Hey,
room.
I said,
Gilbert doesn't sell, he's the only one that's name tag on those, there's one.
but I'm the one that said I'd get one of those diamond ones too.
Yeah, why don't you
I don't
have
care if I'm a man or not, maybe I'll be a diamond
Well,
agent.
why don't you have one?
I don't have one, I ain't selling nothing.
Really, I've been in Dillard's or wherever, and people will stop me and ask me about real estate, and you can get clients just from where
Walmart,
that. But not
any
only
place.
that, but your
When
friends.
Tom's over there doing those weather, things.
What, radio?
Yeah.
I'll wear one of theirs. What's that he has on? Oz, the VCR, whatever.
Get one of them diamond ones.
Tune in. Oh, he's a realtor too.
Get your diamond one too.
I don't think you can wear that on the air, can you?
Yeah, that'd be great advertising. Well, Ortega, and their
Yeah.
husband, the head honcho over there.
But your friends that you don't see often,
Michelle?
part of that probably sphere of influence, they might not remember that you're a realtor. So if you've got that pin on and you see somebody that maybe knows your mother, because that happens to me all the time, they can say, oh, she's a realtor. Next time I need something, I'm gonna call her. But if you don't have your name tag on,
Or,
then
could
you
go
miss that
through my
opportunity.
Slides on my weather forecast and all of a sudden.
Call
a
a
picture
bank.
pops up
Picture.
of my profile picture.
That's
of
it.
Caldwell Banker.
That's
How did
right.
that get on there?
That's what we call
You would be
guerrilla.
full-time then, Tom.
Tom, that's guerrilla marketing right there.
When you put in emails, what is it best to put into Paragon or Outlook? Which one's the best?
Put in what?
Look, sending emails out to each sphere.
What you need to go is to e-marketing in Caldwell Banker Works, and you can use, you've got all kinds of cards you can send out. You've got to put all the email addresses in there, and you can even set dates to send them out.
Okay, so you're saying put the emails in that data
Yeah.
bank?
E-marketing under Caldwell Banker Works.
You know, I quit. I have all kinds of shirts and stuff that I used to wear. But I quit wearing those when I go to Walmart and places, because people, they
Think
didn't,
you
not that
work
they
there.
knew me, but they would see the Coldwell Banker thing, and they would start asking me questions about the house that I have no idea. Ask me about taxes, or payroll, or budgets, or, you know, paperwork, but.
They will ask you about interest, how's the interest rates?
Yeah.
You know, people love houses. We sell an American dream.
I know we ramble a lot, but we will follow up with the group here and send you emails out on some of the stuff. But I have things on open houses. If you want, I think we illegally copied this book, Success Track from Ed Moore, on what to do for 30 days for success, if you want that. But if you leave here with nothing else, the whole thing is you gotta do something. You know, you gotta do something. You gotta sit down and say, okay, you know, if you want more business, I've got to adopt something. And Jan, you do tons and tons of business. I know you do relocation and other stuff too. But a lot of your stuff came from your sphere of influence, and you've been in it for a long time and all that. But do you really do any marketing or anything?
No, that's what I got Ashley for. I
Yeah.
hope she's gonna help me do more of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you'll do your best and treat everybody with respect,
Right.
and even the 100,000 buyer compared to the 400,000 buyer, they're just as important to me. And if you'll do a good job at what you do, it'll all start coming around, and they'll refer their friends, and next time they buy, they'll come to you, and it'll happen if you do a good job at what you're doing.
You can make a very good living in real estate. It's hard the first year or so getting
You gotta
started,
work.
getting going, but you gotta work.
You
gotta
gotta
do
work.
something. So. All right, thank y'all. If you have any questions, ask me.